clutch.
Wow, that's fucking scary. We are dumbasses.
We are stupid.
We are dumbasses.
It's Tucci now, the #1 film guys in the business.
Okay, so last thing you saw, we're working on the oil pan. That has been sent out to get powder coated. So once we get that back, we'll wrap up this video. But we're gonna start the next video. We are taking everything apart now because as soon as we get the pan, then we can obviously put the pan on and then put it in the car. So we got to start tearing apart what's there now to get the motor out, the mock-up and everything, all that stuff out. So then once the motor's ready to go in, we can put it in. So this is the last time you'll probably see this for a little bit, not too long. But all the nitrous stuff is plumbed and all that, and this block's been in here for a while, right?
Yeah.
For like 6-7 months, because we started doing with the headers and all that. So we're gonna start tearing this apart now, and then yeah, just keep going. Okay, so it is just a block in there. We're gonna hoist it out, not today, but we just gotta hoist it out. We got all the parts over here, all this fun stuff to go on the new motor. Okay, so right now we're back in the garage again. What we're gonna do is we're gonna pull the block out with the crane here. I'll set up a little time lapse of us doing that and then get the motor plate out. And we're waiting for powder coated stuff, so we can't officially put the rest of the motor together just yet, but hopefully we'll have it tomorrow, and hopefully the motor will be in on Wednesday, or at least ready to go in on Wednesday. So we're gonna start. I'm gonna prop you up on the tripod and we'll get going. The oil filter goes right under here, and basically what it is, you're going to suck all the oil out, and in that little fishnet you see there, if there's any metal or anything going around the motor or anything like that in the oil, it'll come up there. So it'll show up there if there's any metal flake or anything like that, which is pretty sick. We don't have to take anything apart really. It's a nice piece. Okay, so it's kind of awkward shooting the intake like that, but it's upside down. But so what we're gonna do is we're gonna clean everything off, get everything ready to prep it, put it on, and then prep all here, clean this up, make sure it's good. I already did it once, but we put the bag back on, so do it one more time for safety and then pop it on. Okay, so after messing around with some silicone, the intake is in place. Now we just gotta bolt it down. Also, funny enough, this was actually supposed to be Nick's carburetor for the red valve cover motor that he had, but good news, Nick purchased a new motor, so now this is ours, but the new motor will be coming to the channel soon. And this is the carburetor that will be on top of the new intake. So Alright, so obviously this isn't bolted on yet, so we have to use the intake to put it in the car, but we thought we would lay it on there. Shout out to Nitrous Express, always supporting us. Of course, Michael Poland always being there to help us out and the rest of the gang. We've probably called Nitrous Express maybe 25 times since we started working on this, so shout out to you guys. Thank you for all the help and the support and the partnership this year. It's going to be a blast. So just laid it on just to see what it looks like. Looks good. Alright, and that is with the motor plate kind of just in place, cut down. Those holes are there because we're actually doing Fuel Tech smart coils, so we're going to have all the coils up front. We have it kind of like laid out, but we're going to have the brackets up here with the coils, and then through those holes will go the ignition wires. So, yeah. Alright, so now we're just cleaning up the block because we're going to put a fresh coat of black on it. So it's just Scotch-Brite, acetone. Then later this week we'll mask all the rest off and put a fresh coat on it so it looks clean. Okay, back out here again, and where's the box? The clutch box. Ah, okay, so I don't know if I ever showed you, but we have a ram clutch. Dad purchased it a long time ago. So right now what we're working on is we're going to actually put the clutch on the motor before we drop it in. It's just easier that way. So right now we're going to hoist up the motor and get it kind of close to the bench. The direction's gone, by the way. That would be for totally another video. But we're going to put it on the bench and then start working on that.
Off. All the black paint.
Okay.
Clean the dowels, we'll clean it nice. We'll hit it with a file quick. Then I think we gotta put the block plate on, the flywheel on.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And figure out how to do this.
Alright, so it's on the table. I mean, obviously we're not just gonna let it like put all the weight on the table, so it's still hooked up, but planted on the table, which is nice. So you heard what he basically said. We're gonna try to figure out the bell housing situation because we need to put a window in it, and we decided we're gonna do that ourselves. So we're gonna get all that started and figure it out, but the motor is where it's gonna be.
See?
So that's one that
Where's
missing.
this come from?
Yeah.
They found it.
They found it and they did it.
Yeah.
Hello everybody. Another day out here. Before I leave for sick week. The game plan is to try to put the motor in the next 2 days. We're not going to rush, so if it doesn't happen, then at least it'll be very ready to go in 2 weeks. So game plan is right now is to start button up obviously everything else that needs to go on. We need to get the motor plate on, which is a water pump and all that. We got some brackets which I just showed you that are gold. So we're just going to start putting this thing together and get as close as possible to putting it in, and we'll see if tomorrow it goes in. So we got some black back as well. So this is a bracket that's going to hold on the water pump and some other stuff that goes on in front of the motor, but just freshly coated black, and the rest is going to be gold, so it should pop nice. So now that that is complete, we're gonna start working on the clutch. Clutch.
Wow, that's fucking scary. We are dumbasses.
We are
We
stupid.
are dumbasses.
Let's take a big block and a monte with a
nice
clutch.
torque converter right there.
Yes.
Friend builds automatic transmissions.
And we have this. Back out here again, day before my 2-week trip. 1 week being sick week, the second week being going to the new house in Mooresville. Today, we're gonna try our best, like I said in the last video, which was only 2 days ago. We're gonna try our best today to get the motor in. If it's not in, it'll be ready to go in for when I get back right after the Super Bowl. And then it's really game time on my next car because we need to be ready for the first weekend of April. I'm going away again for another week in March. My dad's getting some knee surgery right before that, so we'll both be out of commission for about a week and a few days. So we'll take some time there, but we'd like to be out testing sometime late March, middle of March, so then we hopefully can go 850 and get this car rolling, and then get out to the first Outlaw Strange. I don't even know the name. The point series thing at Cecil for 850. It's Outlaw Strange something, I don't know. So yeah, so when we get back, it's all Nick's car, but today, gonna try to get the motor and the Monte.
So, basically what we're going to do is see this hole. It's going to line up with that hole. We're going to Loctite a little in each hole. We're going to Loctite each bolt. We're going to put this on. We're going to socket that fits, and we're going to torque these down to 85.
That would be a problem.
Guess it's going to have to wait.
It's nice though.
It's beautiful.
And there you have it. Motor is placed in. We obviously have some more work to do, so it's kind of just laying in there right now, but we get to see it in, which is cool. But we have not only one but two special guests tonight, Nick and Pete, because we think that being that it's kind of early still, I didn't think we'd done that early, we're going to try to put Nick's motor in as well. So we're going to start prepping for that and see how far we get with that.
Looks pretty good to me. I'm about to get hit in the face with an engine.
427 in that baby.
Maybe we can make over 600 horsepower now. We shall see. So after a few hours, the engine's in, bolted in, some stuff is wired, carburetor's on. So this is almost ready. And then I stole the carburetor. Sorry. The clear view's mounted in place. Looking good. So, what's up guys? It's now Friday. I have no idea what the last thing I filmed was. I'm not very good at this. But the engine we put in the car, I think we filmed on Saturday or Sunday, I have no idea. It's now Friday and I've been here a few days this week. My uncle has worked on it a bit, hoping to get it running this weekend. Most stuff is done, at least to get it running. Just some little stuff left to do. Here we are, here's what it looks like. Had to notch the motor plate to fit the headers on both sides. So decent amount of grinding. Now they're both on. Yeah, bought a used vacuum pump. Thank you, Todd. It's gonna probably get mounted somewhere over here. We just gotta figure out the pulley setup and the mandrel. Radiator, just gotta get back in it. And then some odds and ends, bolt the converter on. And we should be good to go soon, so.